Hey guys, it's ACairconditioner, and welcome back for more Genshin Impact main story. Last time we completed the interlude chapter that took place in Sumeru in version of Genesis, which focused on Scaramouche. And with the end of that quest, we're actually getting ourselves a brand new ally in the Wanderer, or in our case, Mirai. So today we're just gonna be handling a character story quest, just a normal one. It's gonna be Alhaitham's character story quest. Now we know Alhaitham as a very close ally during the battle against the sages of Sumeru. One of the few people involved in the plan to free Nahida, aka Ilyas, Lord Kusanali. And we know that we also know that there's some people that just does not like him. But today we're gonna be handling his character story quest and see exactly what's going on, as I believe he is appointed as the sage. And apparently he become the acting Grand Sage. Now we know the acting Grandmaster Jean, who leads Mondstadt in place of Varka. So Alhaitham kind of took up that role, which is interesting. So we're curious on what's gonna happen with him.
You know, Paimon's heard that Alhaitham's been made acting Grand Sage, but with that personality of his, oh boy, you think things will be okay? Why don't we go to the Akademiya and ask around?
No, Paimon, I think this is gonna backfire completely, and nobody's gonna. Okay, I'm kidding. But so we know that Grand Sage Azar was colluding with the Fatui, and he was being, I guess, sacrilegious because he was being really disrespectful and disloyal to Nahida, and creating a brand new god in Scaramouche. And as such, after Rookatawa the sacrifice, they were pretty much like kicked out, exiled almost, or no, they were sent to Gondarville.
How's everything going with your thesis?
Don't interrupt me. But they're sent to Gondarville basically as like some sort of punishment. And now we have no one leading the helm with the Academia. So we have Alhaitham, the smartest person within the group, most likely, as he used to work in the Academia as a scribe. And we're gonna have him kind of lead Sumeru, I guess. We don't know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm curious to see how this is gonna go. I think this is gonna go horribly wrong. I'm kidding.
I should be able to publish it next month. A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop my work on it.
We know that he's not a
Thankfully,
sage
that
yet.
didn't come to
He's just an acting Grand Sage for now.
Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten dragged down as well. How did things
If it's
get
your
settled?
background noise, I'm sorry.
The newly appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave
Jesus.
us permission to continue our research.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
Guess I never had one before.
Yeah, I heard that selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filling in. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation and getting some much-needed rest. Mondstadt sounds like a good idea.
They're really out of their minds, making Alhaitham the acting Grand Sage?
Take it easy, Professor. I'm
See, I told
puzzled
you
as
some people
well.
don't like him.
Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars. I don't know why they picked a stripling like him.
Fool! Do you think I'm angry because I wasn't
guess
chosen
they
for the
are not
position?
going with the new
No,
Dusser for this.
It's because I don't understand why they chose him. He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study was better use
What
of
was
his
that
time.
impression?
What brazen
That's
arrogance,
okay.
misery of miseries, for the Academia to have him as the acting Grand Sage?
Calm down there, Grandpa. I'm kidding.
Professor, don't get so worked up. I'll go get you some water.
Psst. Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting Grand Sage is from Haravatat.
So some people know that as Alhaitham, some other people does not know who the Alhaitham. There we go.
Never met
Never
him
mind.
myself, but he's a real hot topic right
Oh,
now.
so they don't know who
Lots of things
Alhaitham
being
is. They
said
just know that
about
he's
it.
from the
Hard
Haravatat
to tell what's true and
Darshan,
what
which is
isn't, though.
correct.
There's also a Vahumana Scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely pick to be one of the next sages.
Who?
Oh, is he teaching any courses? Maybe we should drop by.
Wow. News of
A
Alhaitham being the
Vahumana
acting
Scholar.
Grand Sage sure spread fast. Some people don't know who he is, though. Guess he's less famous than Paimon thought. Some people are saying good things and others bad. Especially that old guy just now. He really doesn't like Alhaitham.
I mean, after talking with him, I wouldn't blame them, but at the same time, Alhaitham is a cool guy.
Hey, are you okay? You don't look too good.
The Matra.
The Matra?
I'm Ilyas. I have to talk to a Matra about something important.
What on earth?
In the state you're in? You shouldn't push yourself. Why don't you tell us what happened and we'll pass on your message to a Matra?
No, I have to tell them myself. They are the only ones I could trust. Sorry, can you lend me your arm? This is an important matter. Failure is not an option.
Since you put it that way, fine, we'll take you to a Matra. We promised to take him to a Matra, but we don't know that many, do we?
I mean, only Sino.
Sino should be back at the Akademiya. Let's go find him.
So we're starting off with, I guess, being the Matra, which is odd.
Hey there. Excuse us, but is Sino at the Akademiya?
I like how there's an
You two
echo
look
here.
familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino? I'm afraid he's out on a mission right now. But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with the Matra. It sounds like something urgent.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Siraj.
Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Oh, is Siraj the one that's...
Vahumana researcher?
Is he the one
Yes,
that's...
one of their
that
most
can be
renowned, in
the...
fact. I hear he's as daring as he is
Whatchamacallit?
intelligent.
Is he gonna be... Is he the one that's also most likely the acting grand
There are
sage as well,
rumors he'll
alongside
become
Alhaitham?
Vahumana's
Yeah,
next
look.
sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment.
Whoa.
He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment everywhere. I ran as fast as
I thought the
could, a little
Vahumana,
slower,
the new
and he
Vahumana
almost
sage
caught
would be
me.
like a character or something like that. I guess
There's
not.
no
Just an
rush.
NPC.
Please, take your time. What kind of experiments was he conducting? Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
But it's not how we were slaying off like this.
You can't remember?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped. Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry.
First time
can
I've
you
heard
two
of this.
Wait out here a little while. We'll be back soon.
I don't think we've ever heard them mention the Matra lie detector test at all. I don't think Sino mentioned it at least.
Huh? Alhaitham?
There.
Let me bring you up to speed.
There he is.
First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Okay. I thought I heard Alhaitham
Weird for you to be
speaking. That was
working with the
I was
Matra.
so confused.
Is there a special reason?
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm surprised you have this much free time. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham to participate in this investigation. As for you two... Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here. I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
Alright, in that case...
You guys
I'll
keep
fill you in
like
on what we
background
know
noises
so
on
far.
my mic. I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep it
Ilyas
away.
claimed that
But...
Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the Akademiya right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago. It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
Interesting. So it seems that we're I when they mentioned like, oh, this could be a Vahumana researcher who could also be the active grand sage other than Alhaitham, I'm like, oh, she could be a new character. No, it's just an NPC that's probably gonna serve as like I guess the main antagonist of this story quest at least. It's like a one-off antagonist. It's a damn shame. I mean, like I expect like, because we're almost done with, like, I think we're out of all the characters that we've seen that's playable other than Dea and Kaveh, right? And Dea got drip marketed. Kaveh has yet to be drip
We're
marketed.
here acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. What's our next course of action?
I want to say this. So, like, other than Dea and Kaveh, those are like the only other Sumeru characters that we have seen, but we have not been able to play as just yet. Dea got drip market 3.5. I'm assuming Kaveh's gonna be 3.6. And we also have other characters that were not drip marketed, but were shown, such as Layla, who is a part of a different Darshan. So I honestly thought that we're gonna be having one character per Darshan, right? We have the 6 Darshans with the Amurta, the Taurus, Matamad, Haravatat, Vahumana, and Kasharawar. Amurta we already know. The person closest to it is Tanari. He studied in the Murder Darshan, but he left the Akademiya. But Taurus, Stars of Illumination, that's Layla's Darshan. We know Haravatat is we know Haravatat is Alhaitham, obviously. And now we have Kasharawar Darshan, which is where Kaveh is from. So we have yet to see a Spotamot character and a Vahumana character that's playable. So I thought the Vahumana person was gonna be a new character. I mean, I feel like it's rough for me to assume that, because one day or another we're gonna have all 6 Darshan characters be playable, at least one from each. And I thought that's gonna be a character. I was wrong. Maybe we're gonna see them. Maybe we're gonna see someone from Spotamot and Vahumana be playable. Who knows?
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham.
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new
Sorry,
Akademiya
I just
decree
went on a
clearly
rant for a
states
bit
that
there.
even a sage doesn't have the authority to interfere with the Matra's actions during an ongoing investigation. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do. Instead, he'd be telling me to stay out of the way.
Then please wait here as we lock down the perimeter and search for suspicious persons. Ilyas, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham, I'll have to trouble you with the protection of our primary witness.
Sure, though I'd rather he just protect himself.
You're the same as ever. Casually ignoring people just like you did back at Aru Village.
Alhaitham is just Alhaitham.
Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position clearly.
Using logic to argue, I see. What do you mean?
Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like the acting Grand Sage is trying to seize the Matra's powers. That question was obviously bait. The Matra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject to these bureaucratic traps. The test was strictly unnecessary, though. I hope that our exchange will assure him that I won't interfere with their work this time.
Why is this so complicated?
This is why I was against becoming the acting Grand Sage from the very first. Titles and rank inevitably make a lot of things more troublesome than usual.
Yes, a point, yeah.
Excuse me, acting Grand Sage Alhaitham. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what. Have we met before?
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha, I thought so too. I probably wouldn't have had anything to do with someone of your caliber.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason
On.
I felt a sense of familiarity when I met you for the first time.
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Or...
Acting Grand Sage Alhaitham?
Maybe he did meet you,
We've
but he just
apprehended a
forgot.
suspect.
Okay.
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has dealings with him. His name
Honestly,
is
when you mentioned Kashara, I thought you meant freaking Kave. Never mind.
Acting Sage Alhaitham? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab and sell them, but does something like that really warrant the personal interest of the acting Grand Sage? What have I gotten myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but please, I promise that this won't ever happen again.
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer. He asked to make the transaction.
Oh, there we
at the
go.
Tavern, but he never showed up.
What were the details of this transaction?
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical components that can only be found in our project. He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of Mora if I was willing to put some aside for him, under the pretense of them being defective parts. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up, or run into you all.
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilyas might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. Whatever the case, it seems that this lead
Oh yeah,
ends here.
force on as well. Also
The
part
good
of part
news
of
is,
that.
regardless
I
of
have
what
this
Siraj
up
was
screen on my
planning,
screen right now.
His progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power generators and electrical components. We still have time to conduct our investigation. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No, he's all yours. But I'd like to borrow Ilyas for a while.
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not planning to pursue any further breakthroughs on that
Oh, so
front.
he has okay, so he has
However,
amnesia.
I
Okay.
am curious. What do you need him for exactly?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the Akademiya.
You're not gonna
then.
give him one of
I'll
those
leave Ilyas in
knowledge
your care.
capsules, will you? Because that is a bad idea.
Follow me.
Also, I was looking at the Darshans and who are in each of them. Lisa was a spot mod apparently, which I think I guess I forgot about that. If you're gonna count Lisa as a spot mod character, then I guess we're still missing a Vahumana character. But Lisa is a Mondstadt character. She's not Sumeru. She studied at Sumeru, but she was born in Mondstadt.
Ugh, that means we're stuck. Alhaitham, are you serious about seeing things through? Paimon's pretty surprised that you're this interested in the case.
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now.
Huh? Paimon has no clue. Hey, do you know?
Do you know Siraj?
Yes. We were classmates.
Oh, will you look at that? Would you look at that?
When Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself, but because you know the suspect?
It's about Siraj.
You couldn't be further from the truth. But I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with. For the
Sick
time
burn,
being,
I'll
all
hate
you
them.
need to know is that we were once classmates. I became the scribe afterwards while he continued his academic endeavors. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins by touching upon human
That is huge though. The 6 cardinal sins.
From violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none, the 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a reference when formulating or amending the rules of the Akademiya.
It's not gonna be sent in the store quest though, sadly.
My
I
opinion
doubt
is
it.
that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles. The Grand Sage took some of my suggestions on board and ultimately
Alhaitham is
decided
very
to
strict
reject
about following the
application.
about the 6.
So that's why he's buying
Sins,
energy
right.
sources and electrical components.
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
Well,
That sounds
Vahumana as well.
suspicious. Oh, we gotta stop him. Ilyas, can you try to remember things again?
Maybe the amnesia was caused by this accident.
I'm sorry.
Remember, he was just as an experiment,
I've already
which is
tried
very
many times.
against the 6 cardinal
No matter
sins,
how hard I
obviously.
try, it feels like everything in my mind is shrouded in a thick mist.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as a defense mechanism against extreme stress. However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. They can be restored with the appropriate
Yeah, that's true.
stimulus. Now, try to recall things you care about. They don't need to be related to this case.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some things, but I can't recall some others no matter how hard
So
I
an
try.
so an accident with an experiment.
I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do no matter what.
Memories
Do
that were
tell.
sealed.
The first is to get my paycheck from the Akademiya and give it to my younger sister in Gandharvaville. I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my younger sister every month to pay for family expenses.
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember. Sorry, there's just so much I
Okay.
can't recall.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present. As such,
We need to
we'll do
regain those
everything we
memories in order
can
to
help
actually
you
know
regain
where the
your
hell
memories.
Siraj is. Right.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry. We'll help you.
Isn't that ironic, Paimon Alhaitham?
Oh, thank you so much. This feeling, it's more than just pain. I don't know how to describe it. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am.
Loss of
My
memories
head's always
to the
ringing.
point, to
It
the point where
feels
you
like I
don't
could
know
faint
idea
at any
who you
moment.
are. This is very
But amidst all
interesting.
that, it also feels like I've been set free somehow.
What on earth?
Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do
Free
remember that
from
I
the
worked
memories.
part-time at a place in the Akademiya called the Research Preparation Center. That's also where I got my monthly paycheck.
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in
This
charge
is
there.
really sus. I'm sorry, like I get it, I get it. He's just saying this at random. Okay, well that's the end of the first part, really. I'm sorry, but like the way he's saying this, it's really sus. Because think about it here. Memories can be sealed away from traumatic experience. That makes sense. We also know that memories can be distorted because of interaction with Irminsul. We've seen that twice now. But things still stays the same. Such as fairy tales or songs, or like any other place you can put memories of the past in. An archive, you can even say. Something that cannot be distorted. Loss of memories also cause you to feel free, and that also makes a lot of sense, because burdened by your past, you want to be free from that. And that actually kind of correlates with Nahida's situation here, because she had to go with the expectation of doing exactly what Rukadevata did and becoming an Archon just as good as she was. But Rukadevata is gone. No one can remember her. They only know Nahida. Now Nahida is the original Daedra Archon, and she basically doesn't have she still has the burden of being an Archon, yes, but she doesn't have to worry about the fact that she doesn't have to worry about the fact that she has to match Rukkhadevata's expectations because, well, she doesn't even exist anymore. I don't think Rukkhadevata will have any expectations for Nahida because she has complete faith in her regardless. But that's beside the point. Free from burden, free from memories. Honestly, is really sus. I'm not gonna lie. And I know I have mentioned this before. Way God store memories. The way they store memories is crucial because of the fact that Irmisol is no longer reliable. Based on how many times the information is altered, how many times it gets deleted, there's not a lot of reliable sources of information anymore because they can be altered. So I am very curious to see where this is going. Again, I have to catch on to these things because memories are crucial. Lots of memories are crucial. The fact that that memories can be altered, no less. But gods can also forget stuff as well, depending on the situation. So honestly, I'm kind of sus about that. I'm gonna call it here for now, but I'll see you guys again with the second part. Alright, see you guys then.